checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. Got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. LSU quick to the line.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Saying. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, saying. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They start the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Buying some time as he moves left. He's taking the shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions.
But, and he's got room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. LSU right back to the line. To the edge, it's Durham. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Levitt. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the... as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams ahead, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, LSU!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for room, it's Jackson. There he goes. Inside the 30, the 10, all the way, touchdown, Buckeye! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Moving out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
He's looking deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Green. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Well, and when you're a defense, you want to string it out, right? You want to fill these gaps as fast as you can. And they did a really good job of taking away this, taking away that. All of a sudden, he gets to the sideline, runs out of space. There's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense doing their assignments.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
To the air, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were...
There he goes down the right side. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. It's complete. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves the chains, and it'll be 1st down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Uncorks one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time. Being in
open field on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Ncaa to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He goes right back to the air. That's caught. It's Watkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Say it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing, say it. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Inside the 30. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And he chews up yardage, but still doesn't earn the first down.
We all know that was a give-up play. They were just saying, let's get our bearings back, and all of a sudden they bust a pretty big one.
Get a big one, get a big one, keep chewing up yards, and you still have another down to go.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Green. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And there was lots of space as he gets into the 39-yard line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too. You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They've got to be dialed in. That's two big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a
touchdown LSU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Here's Julian Ncaa to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Right on target this time. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Ncaa. Bringing the heat. Oh, what a grab. Pulling it in with one hand. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Ncaa to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! The Buckeyes with an answer.
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense, or at least prevent a score here late in the 4th. He wants to change this route. Running inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Here's Ncaa to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Say it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
What a great play by the defense. In a play like that, in this situation of the game, late, it's close, third.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The offense changing the play. Fourth down, Ncaa. Under fire. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense.
The stiff arm gets him loose. He's at the 30.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Run in the red zone. It's Barry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So now on comes the field goal unit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And that is no good. Now the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop. Nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Back to throw, it's Levin. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped.
If he runs this back, this game's over.
Thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership.